Hi, Miss Callan with Ship here, and today we're going to be making a really yummy, fun breakfast, which you could also really have for a snack or a dessert even, it's so good. And it's called Muffin in a Mug. So we're going to be making it in the microwave. Today we're going to learn about how to do this, and you can cook along with me, or you can do this another time when you have the ingredients in your home. All right. So, what kinds of ingredients are we using today, and what food groups are they in, right? So today we're going to be using whole wheat flour and whole oats. So that means that in our grains group, we're using 100% whole grains. So that means we're eating the whole grain with the germ and the bran, and that means we're getting all of that fiber and all of those minerals. So these are going to be pretty healthy treats. And what else are we using? We've got half a banana and some blueberries. You can use frozen or fresh. And of course, those are going into fruit. And then we have an egg, and that's going to be our protein. And then we're using a little bit of milk. And so milk is going to go, of course, into dairy, except this milk is an oat milk. So you can use soy milk and rice milk and coconut milk, different kinds of milks. So that means that we've got 4 food groups, and we've also got a few other ingredients. We'll be using cinnamon and vanilla, and we're going to use some baking powder, and then we're going to use a little bit of brown sugar. What else do we need? We need a microwave, we need a fork, we need a knife, and we need some measuring spoons and cups. Of course, we need our mug, and we need a plate. The first thing we have to do is wash our hands. So we're going to get our hands wet, grab soap, suds up, and wash for the time it takes to sing happy birthday twice. Get in between your fingers, get on your fingernails, wash and wash and wash, and then rinse. Now the second thing we have to do is wash our fruits and vegetables. Get everything nice and clean and ready to cook. Okay, so let's make our muffin in a mug. First thing we're going to do is crack our egg, and to do that we're going to whack it on the side of the mug and stick our fingers in where the crack is and open up the egg and let it fall into the mug so both the yolk and the white are in there. So we're going to add all of the wet ingredients, the liquid ingredients first, and so next up is the milk. So here we have our measuring spoons, and let's take a quick look at them. The smallest one is the 1/4 teaspoon, and then comes the 1/2 teaspoon. So there are 2 1/4 teaspoons in 1/2 teaspoon. And then comes the teaspoon. So there are 2 1/2 teaspoons in 1 teaspoon. And how many 1/4 teaspoons are in a teaspoon? 4, right? So you can fit 4 1/4 teaspoons in a teaspoon. And then comes the tablespoon. How many teaspoons are in a tablespoon? It's 3. So you can fit 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon. Okay, so we're going to put 2 tablespoons of milk in here. Or you could use how many teaspoons? Did you guess 6? Now another liquid that we have is vanilla. So we need 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. It's optional. Now what we do is we mix this up with a fork. We want to make sure the egg is really mixed up. And it's time to add our dry ingredients. So we're going to add 2 tablespoons of flour. And if you want, you can take the back of your knife and smooth it across the top of your tablespoon to get a level tablespoon, but that's okay. You can just shake it too. 2 tablespoons and 1 tablespoon of oats. And then we need 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. I'm going to put a little bit less in because I think that will taste a little better. So I'm going to take out a little bit of that. 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder to make it rise. And 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, which is optional flavoring. And then we stir it around with our fork again. Now we get to add the fruit. So we're going to use 1/2 banana And then we're gonna mash the banana up with a fork. So first we can slice the banana and then we'll mash it with our fork. So we have to use a ripe banana for this so that it can mash. The banana adds sweetness and it also adds some nice texture to our muffin. Okay, banana's all mashed up. We're gonna add it to the mug. Now the last thing to do is add the blueberries. So let's take a look at these measuring cups. We've got a 1/4 cup, that's the smallest. Then we have a 1/3 cup and a 1/2 cup and a whole cup. So how many 1/4 cups do you think are in a whole cup? Did you guess 4? You're right. And then how many of a 1/3 cups are in a whole cup? 3, right? Yeah. How many 1/4 cups are in a 1/2 cup, do you think? There's 2. Right. So we're going to get a 1/4 cup of blueberries. You can use frozen or fresh, but we could also have measured it with tablespoons. There are 4 tablespoons in a 1/4 cup. Okay, let's throw that in and stir it around a lot. Now it's time to microwave. Now remember, it's very important that the fork does not go in the microwave. We can't put metal in the microwave at all. And you can put your mug on a plate. That will make it much easier to get out of the microwave when it's really hot, and get some pot holders ready. We're going to put it on for 2 minutes to start, and then we're going to take a look. Okay, let's see how it looks. We'll use our pot holders to take it out because it's hot. It really puffed up. I think it looks like it could use a little bit more, so I'm going to put it on for 1 more minute. Now let's see how it looks. Oh, I think that looks a lot more cooked. So it took 3 minutes total in my microwave. Now what we have to do is have some patience. This is really, really hot and will definitely burn your tongue. So we have to let it cool for 5 whole minutes. So I'm going to set a timer. Okay, let's give this a try. So delicious. I hope you enjoy this muffin in a mug for breakfast, snack, or dessert, and I'll see you next time.